Okay, and here we are, a live Q&A, which is the wrong way. Here we are. Good afternoon, everyone. Dimitri here, Pornography Addiction Recovery Coach. Welcome to our Q&A. So let's see who shows up. Just gonna wait a few minutes. This is my new studio, guys. I've just changed the furniture around a little bit, and I'm pretty happy. There's a lot of light in the space. There's a little bit of my decoration. I like it. Hello, I see someone is there. If you have a question for us, please drop it in the questions below, and I'll do my best to answer your question. I also tend to miss that there's questions that are displayed, so don't hesitate to buzz and create some activity. Hello there, some more people joining. This is a Q&A for our pornography addiction, so don't hesitate to post a Q&A here, and I'll start talking about this in a few seconds here. Just getting us warmed up. We'll be there for maybe 5-10 minutes. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat below, and I'll do my best to answer your question. Okay. Also, you can see I'm wearing a blue scarf. That's because I got my neck yanked at my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training, and I just like held it for a minute, and I thought I could handle it. Turns out I couldn't. A lesson in ego. Okay, so is there any question? Let me see. I have to work out first if there is any question, if we can see any questions. No, not to my knowledge. All right. So, Q&A. First question, you may be wondering, I'll do the questions, and you can ask me your questions later, or in the meantime. I just want to work out that I'm sure I'm not missing anything, because if someone has asked a question, I'll be feeling so bad that I actually haven't answered your question. So I'm just playing with this Facebook Live thing. I don't know how it works. All right. If you're joining the live, if you want to say hello, this way I'll know that the comments are working. Otherwise, it'll be a complete failure. Okay, so one of the questions that we can ask, first of all, is like, really, is it possible to heal from the thing? Pornography addiction, can I ever heal from that? Once an addict, always an addict, you know, this kind of negative thinking around addiction. So it is possible to overcome addiction. It is possible to overcome pornography addiction. I am the living proof that this is possible, right? I've been stopping watching pornography 4 years ago, or 5 years ago now. I've stopped counting the days, even the years. It is possible. And how do you know when you're healed? Well, you know because you realize the damage. You don't really feel the urge to go on these sites anymore. You're feeling better about your life in general, and it's come even to the extent now that sometimes for research I go onto porn sites just to see if there's a trend or a particular video that someone wants to discuss or anything like that, some content, and I don't get triggered. Like, for me, it's like seeing candies. I don't know. It doesn't trigger me at all. It just looks like paintings. Yeah. So that's a good place to be in. That's where you want to be in. You know when you've healed, when you don't need these things anymore. All right. Hello, everyone who joined in. If you just joined in, say hello in the comments. Ask your questions in the comments. I'm here to answer all your questions. I'm inventing questions in the meantime in case there's no questions posted. I may be missing that there are some questions, so I'm keeping a look here on the comments as best I can. And you know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to open this on my laptop. Oh, this is the best hack. Just going to open my laptop here and check the questions from the laptop. I am smart. Thank you for this great idea, Dimitri. Okay. Join group. I wish I had done it at the beginning. That's going to be complicated. All right. So is it possible to heal? Yes, I have healed. My clients heal. How do you do that? Well, there's a few ways. If you ask me the best way possible to heal, I was a pretty critical case, okay? 16,000 hours of pornography I have watched in total. I was watching extreme pornography. I was doing overnighters, all these kind of things. Not everybody's like that. So if you're a pretty critical case like I was myself, then you need to go into deep psychology, which is what I've talked a lot about in the past this year in the group. So you can check the challenges that are in the units in the group. They will help you do that. You can have a chat to me. You can check all the posts that have been posted for the past 12 months. It's all about deep psychology and stuff. Now, I've come to realize recently that not everybody is into deep psychology. Not everybody is a critical case like I was myself. And that is totally fine. In fact, I rejoice for you that you're not a critical case like I was. So I have decided to create a program that is accessible to everybody, where I share the method that I've used, because when I quit pornography myself, I wasn't doing this deep psychology stuff. I discovered that later on, and I realized how it complemented so well this work of healing that I was doing, and it helped me more with my sex addiction than pornography. But it's all one big bag in the end of wounds and things we want to work on to be accomplished, to be the man we want to become. So how do we do that? If you've been doing NoFap or doing cold turkey, good on you. If it's worked for you, yay, awesome, congratulations, that is super rad. Keep counting the days, keep counting what you're doing, it's great. If it doesn't work for you, if it hasn't worked the first 3 times, if it hasn't worked the first 4 times, it's not going to work the first 6 times, right? So you can stop doing NoFap, you can stop bashing your head on the wall, you can stop feeling frustrated, you can stop feeling desperate, because eventually things are not going to improve. Like if this method is not working for you, cold turkey means like you stop watching pornography altogether, okay? If this is not working for you, it hasn't been working for you for the past 6 months, it's not going to work for you for the next 6 months, okay? So if you still have an attachment to pornography, what you want to do is to alleviate the attachment to pornography. You want to alleviate the attachment. You want to feel that pornography is boring. You want to feel that pornography is not fun, it's not good. If you're really finding something really awesome, and then you take it off your hands, and pornography is something for your inner child, it is for something for the emotional part of you. So if I take it off your hands, you're going to be frustrated, you're going to be sad, you're going to feel all these crazy emotions that will want to have pornography back. But if I give you that thing and then you're like, you look at it and it becomes a bit boring, and you're like, I'll take this back, you're like, yeah, sure, take it back, I don't care. So you want to remove the attachment to pornography first. And that is the core of the method. It's something that you do progressively. It doesn't happen overnight. You can't go from super awesome pornography, I love it, I need it to breathe, to pornography is boring overnight. So you need to take some time and change the way you watch pornography to make it boring. So this is the method that I use to heal myself. That's the method that I use to heal my clients. And that's the method that I'm sharing with this new program that I'm creating. Okay, it'll be available for everybody for only $100 or so, something everybody can afford. That is being built the coming weeks here. So we're probably launched on the 20th of April, I think. So if you think that's something you want to be part of, just drop us a comment here below. Say Pioneer, and you'll be one of the Pioneer members of this program. Yes, so this is how you heal from pornography addiction. If you don't do deep psychology, it is by making pornography boring for yourself. How can you make pornography boring for yourself? Okay? And it is possible to heal. It is possible to heal. I am the living proof of that. As millions of other men, obviously, who have quit pornography successfully. And finally, what is being an accomplished man? Just checking here the comments. I have to review my processes. Please forgive me if you have written questions that I have not addressed. I will definitely read the comments and make another live sometime where I'll be answering these questions. So I have to fine-tune my processes. Okay, I forgive myself. Ooh, please forgive me. I forgive myself. The last thing is, why the accomplished man? What's the link between the accomplished man and pornography addiction? Pornography is holding you back. You probably have a good feeling of that if you've been in this group for more than a day. You have a feeling that pornography is holding you back in your life, that you have potential, tremendous potential, but you're being held back because you're procrastinating, because you're engaging with this. At the simpler level, you're just wasting your time. At the deepest level, you're sabotaging yourself completely by wasting your energy and your life purpose into this shadow space, into the space of darkness where you cannot find peace within yourself, and so you cannot shine into the world and give your gift to the world, which is what the world wants to see. The world wants to see your gift. We all have a gift. The world wants to see your gift. What is your gift? And if you're not offering it to the world already, why not? Hello, if there's anyone who's just joined here, welcome to this Q&A. Please ask your questions in the comments below, and I'll be answering your questions. All right, so the first step before being accomplished, from addict to accomplished, is a bit of a step. So we want to go from addict to functional. And functional means that you have control over your impulses. You're not too attracted to pornography anymore. It's becoming a bit boring. You're detached. And so you're not so much in this suffering, in these wounds, in this dysfunction all the time. You can find yourself and have a bit of space. So what functional feels like a Zen space where there's not much happening, but there's not much happening inside you either in terms of hurt and dysfunction and complicated things that happen in your day. There's no like crazy arguments with people around you. There's no like crazy breakups. You know, you're stable. You're pretty stable. So functional feels like stable. So you want to go from addicted first to functional. And then once you're functional, once you've quit pornography, then you unlock the space to realize what is your purpose, to realize what is your gift, and to realize, like in your mind, understand it, but then realize it as it manifested into the world. That's the second step from functional to accomplished. Okay, if you don't know what your life purpose is, that's totally fine. If you don't know what your purpose is, it's totally fine. If you're suffering from pornography addiction, just be functional first before you try to be more accomplished. All right, I'm hoping this is making any sense. This has been very vivid for me, this transition from addict to functional, functional to accomplished. And for me, my life purpose is sharing this message with you, this message of healing. I feel aligned, I feel good. I want to encourage you, I want to support you in your work, on your journey of healing, whether you do deep psychology or just more behavioral, simple methods, it doesn't matter. As long as you feel progress, as long as you feel good. Okay? 3 questions today. Is it possible to heal from pornography addiction? Yes, it is. How do we heal? You cannot quit pornography if you have an attachment to it. So you want to make pornography boring for yourself before you realize it is boring, and then let it go. And then you can do all your 30-day challenges and whatnot. But if you still have that attachment, you can't do that. You can't have a baby, have his best toy, take it off, and then hope they're not going to cry. Of course they're going to cry. And the last thing is, how do we become accomplished by quitting pornography? Well, first you become functional. You're addicted to pornography now. Maybe, if you don't know, I have an ebook. Go on theaccomplishment.com. 7 ways to know if you're addicted to pornography or not. If you're addicted to pornography, become a functional man first. Get rid of this hurt that you carry within you through pornography, through your past, either doing deep psychology with me or just simple methods to quit pornography that I'll be showing you. On the 20th of April is the launch when this new program is going to be opening. If you want to be part of it, just comment Pioneer below and you'll be one of the pioneers in this new program. And then once you're functional and you don't carry all this hurt and this attachment to pornography, you can have functional sexuality and be satisfied in your life wherever you are. Find your purpose, find your gift, and express your gift into the world. Okay, which is all I wish for all of you beautiful men in this group and all the men and women in the world, is just to find peace within your hearts, to stop suffering, to find your purpose, and to be in the world and shine. Imagine that, a society where everybody would know their gift and shine their gift into the world. How crazy would that be? How beautiful that would be. That's what I want to co-create with you, friends, in this group, The Accomplishment. All right, thank you for having been on this Q&A live. I have no idea if I have read your questions or not. If I have not, I promise you that I will read your questions and I will answer them one by one next week, and I'll make an announcement so you don't miss the answer. I have to fix my tech. I think you can become a role model too. You can become the best version of yourself. You can find purpose in your heart. You can find healing in your heart. All this is possible. Keep believing, keep persevering, even when it feels desperate. It feels like it's impossible. It is possible. You will find a way. I am here to support you. This whole community of nearly 1,000 men now. What? 1,000 men. We're all here to support each other. Please be in your power. Peace out, brothers. Talk to you soon.